That is recognizing when you are the problem in a situation. Good evening, everyone. Pardon the glare from the sun. Um, this is very impromptu, meaning I did not plan to post this. This was just something that God put on my heart to say. And that is recognizing when you are the problem in a situation. And I pray that this is accepted with the love that I'm giving it in, because I'm not looking to tear anyone down or disrespect anyone or be mean or rude. I'm just simply wanting people to understand that, sometimes, when people say bad things about you, it's not, them hating on you or them being jealous of you, or, you got fired from that job because they've been plotting against you for so and so amount of time, and they've just been looking for reasons to get rid of you. No, I mean, in some cases maybe that is true, but for the purpose of this video, I'm talking about like the cases when it's actually not true. And I want people to understand how important it is to recognize when you actually are the problem in a situation. And there's nothing wrong with being the problem in a situation. We're humans. Just as people have done things bad to us, believe it or not, we've actually done bad things to other people. We're humans, and this kind of thing happens. That's just part of the ebb and flow of life. And so, it's always talked about, when people teaming up against you, people conspiring against you, people hating on you, but it's less talked about when it's you, and it's okay when it's you. But when it's you, recognize when it's you and acknowledge when it's you and accept that it's you. And then you fix the problem and you learn from it. That's part of how proper healing begins to take place. When you're able to recognize those emotions, yes, I talked bad about so-and-so because I was jealous. When you're able to recognize that and accept that and acknowledge that, and when a ego is bruised, you get that uneasy feeling in the pit of your stomach. Deal with that feeling, because it's true. You said such and such bad things about a person because you were jealous of them. Okay? Acknowledge that. It's a normal emotion, maybe not healthy, but it's very common. I was jealous of that person because they have something or had something that I want. Acknowledge it, and trust me, the moment you accept that and acknowledge it, you begin to get over it. Trust me. And that's how the process of true healing actually begins, when you can acknowledge those feelings. When you can acknowledge those feelings. Or maybe your boss fired you for performance issues. It's not so much that, he or she just got a problem with me. They've been picking on me since I started. If they say the issue has been your performance, take a look at your performance. Were you late a lot? Did you miss deadlines? Did you have a lot of incomplete tasks? Did you just all in all have a nasty attitude to people? Maybe it actually was you. And it's okay if it was you. I've been fired from a job or two in my life. So, for performance issues. And you know what? I just said, okay, I was late a lot of times. There were times that I did forget to do certain tasks. Own that. It's okay to own it. It's okay to be imperfect, and then you fix the problem. So how do you fix that? Okay, I start going to work on time. I start making sure I do a checklist of all my tasks I have to complete and check off all the tasks. I make sure I write things down so I don't forget, so that my performance can improve. I start taking classes on this particular skill so that my abilities to do such skill can improve. It's not always people hating on you or teaming up against you or them being jealous or whatever. Maybe sometimes it actually is you. Let's talk about a relationship. Your last relationship ended because, okay, so-and-so cheated. Okay, let's look at the flip side of that. Did you have some dirt that you also put on it? Maybe you had your stuff too. Maybe you were also cheating and you just didn't get caught. Everything is not always so one-sided. And part of growing and developing and being, growing into your best self is acknowledging the not so best part of yourself. A lot of us want to be looked at like We have it going on, and that's okay, because you don't want to be looked at like crap. It's natural that you want to be looked at in a good light. But it's also okay to recognize when things just ain't going so well for you, or when you're not perceiving things so well, when you're not handling things so well. It's okay to recognize that. It's okay to recognize when you overreacted about something and you cuss somebody out unnecessarily and you have to apologize. It's okay to apologize as well. It's okay if you got fired from that job because you just weren't good at it. It's okay to not be good at some things. That's okay. The beautiful part about that is you can learn how to be better. You can get better. You can learn how to humble yourself and not be jealous. You can learn, how to do proper relationships and actually receive the love that you deserve, and you also reciprocate that. It can happen, but it cannot happen if you don't acknowledge where you need improvement. So that's why I say I hope that this is received in the spirit of love, because that's the spirit in which I give it. It's not to antagonize people or tear people down. It's because in order for us to get better, we have to know better and we have to do better. And in order to do those things, we have to learn and we have to acknowledge things. We are an imperfect people. So, if you were jealous of so and so, okay, admit to yourself that you were jealous. You don't have to tell the other person unless you feel it in your spirit to do so. But admit to yourself that you were jealous. And trust me, as soon as you admit that to yourself, that feeling begins to dissipate. Admit to yourself that, yeah, I caught him or her cheating, but I was also doing some dirt on the side too. I was also doing some stuff. Maybe I wasn't sleeping with the other person, but I was texting at inappropriate times and I was texting inappropriate things. As soon as you acknowledge those things, all of that ill feelings and stuff that was behind the situation start to dissipate. So acknowledge where you need growth, because that's going to be your powerhouse for your growth. Peace.